Welcome back. Today is Feel Good Friday, and before we head into the weekend, let's talk about ways to get organized and promote productivity as we work toward accomplishing those New Year's resolutions. According to the Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin, women who describe their living spaces as cluttered or full of unfinished projects were more likely to be fatigued and depressed than women who describe their homes as restful and restorative. Researchers also found that women with messy or cluttered homes had higher levels of cortisol. So we want to get organized on this Feel Good Friday with Dr. Sonal Haerter. Thank you so much for being live in studio with us. We are so excited to talk about this, but first things first, what are the benefits of organizing your home and really your overall space?
Okay, so my motto is declutter your space and declutter your mind. And that is actually proven, it's evidence-based. We know there are several studies that show that it actually improves your focus, your time management, and also your performance. So people who are cluttered or disorganized actually have a hard time focusing on their tasks. They do not, and I don't even think we need studies for that.
Sure.
It is very obvious. We save time when we are organized. And you know, life has a lot of things that are out of control, but this is one area that we have full control over. And in fact, our routine should not create any stress factors. Sure. So when you're disorganized, there is increased anxiety. Like you mentioned here, it also impacts your mood.
Yes.
You can't find stuff. You also end up spending a lot of money because you're buying the same stuff because you can't find things, when you need them.
Right.
You also, I think it impacts relationships because what happens is you're spending time looking around, not finding things that can create stress. And instead, if you have organized spaces, you can spend that time with your family, with your loved one.
Right, run a well-oiled machine instead.
So many benefits.
So many benefits, but then where do you begin on that note?
And can I add one more benefit?
Of course you can.
It cleans up your space. And if somebody has allergies, all that moldy stuff that's hiding anywhere.
In the back of the pantry.
The allergens, the dust.
Right.
I think this is a good time to get rid of all of that. So where do you start? So number one is if this is your first time doing it, take small projects. Start with the space that you use on a regular basis. So for me, that is my kitchen and refrigerator. I start with my refrigerator, and this is my pantry, by the way.
Let's take a look.
I have to give full credit to my husband, who's a master organizer.
Wow.
I cannot take, so this is a messy pantry that you're looking at, but this is my organized refrigerator, and I label them. So guess what happens? Everybody tends to keep stuff in the same,
where it belongs.
Even visitors and even guests, they are actually more good about putting things
more prone
away.
To putting it back.
Yes, because they know where things go. So number one, start small. Don't take a big project, but finish the project. So, and do it in little segments. So maybe do a couple of shelves, come back to it another day. And once you start to accomplish little spaces, you feel empowered. You feel good about a clean space. And I think it's very addicting to start doing other spaces around you.
Because would you agree that it can be a little bit daunting if you feel like you have to do the entire home and do an overall spring cleaning, when really you can start with the junk drawer or the pantry or the fridge?
Absolutely. One thing at a small project at a time. And then get people around you involved as well, your children, your family around you, because I think this is something that's contagious.
Certainly. And then you want to keep doing it and let the whole project snowball. How often should you be organizing? If you pick this weekend to get started, then how often should you be doing it?
So I think if you want to avoid a big project every year, it's a daily habit, or at least check on it on a weekly basis. So I do a deep cleaning once a year, but I also think it's important to do it on a weekly or monthly basis so it doesn't become a major project every year.
And then you're starting from square one. Oh my gosh, this has got Khloe Kardashian vibes. If you've never seen her pantry, you guys, you might want to take a look. Very inspiring.
Much smaller and tinier, but...
But you know what? And even regardless of the size of the space, it's all relative and helps ease that stress.
Absolutely.